Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the video. Thanks for clicking. Today we're going to take a look at this action figure. It's from Super7. It's an ultimate action figure. It's called Captain Deadstar, Cosmic Ghoul Renegade. Look at this box. The art's amazing. The figure really looks just like that. On the back it says the worst. Captain Deadstar. This is going to be a 7-inch scale figure. On the inside, you've got this really cool die cut packaging. All right. And it's in the shape of a coffin. There's a write-up on the back here telling you all about Captain Deadstar. You could pause it and read it if you want. It's kind of wordy. They're really investing a lot in the creative department at Super7. It's really neat what they've done. They're putting a whole bunch of lore behind these characters, the worst, which are their self-designed sort of villains. And this figure, hold on, let's put this back real quick. Did you read that? This figure, in my opinion, what we're doing with what this figure is, let's switch it around. Hold on. He's right here. Give me a second to adjust the camera. So, I think this is a tribute, sort of, to Captain Harlock. Am I right or wrong? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the way I look at things. But to me, the first image that came to my mind is this is sort of a tribute or a parody or something, or homage. He has a gold tooth? Yeah. An homage to Captain Harlock. And that's just maybe because of this right here. It would be the skull and crossbones would be on Harlock's chest. The patch would be on the opposite eye. This cape is similar, right? So Captain Harlock is like a 1970s Japanese comic and Japanese cartoon hero, a very well-established one. He is a heroic space pirate. He's very romantic, right? This is not that guy. This is like a villainous version. He's a space pirate, like Harlock, but he's villainous. Right off the bat, we see he has this peg leg, and I mean, there's no stand going, you guys. He went right into it, didn't he? Okay, let's get going. Let's start with our accessories. So I guess we could start with the hands first. He comes on with 2 gripping hands out of the package. Then he has 2 more sets of hands. He has some closed fists. All the molding and everything on here is really nicely done. These look like sapping gloves or something, right? They're like these padded leather. They look good, right? And then he has these other hands that have a larger, more open grip on them. And these are so he comes with 6 total. So these are the only hands that he comes with, which is perfect because it's all we need. Now these hands are made specifically for holding certain accessories. He comes with this bottle of poisonous rum, and it fits perfectly in this hand. Looks great. It's really nicely done bottle, see it? We'll test out the switch outs on the hands too in a second. And then this is another hand, and this, I guess, I mean, what would you call this? A thermal detonator? To me, this looks like a thermal detonator, and it fits perfectly, right? Okay, that looks good. All right, let's move along to the other things like the head sculpts before we get to the accessories. Since we started with the hands, now we go heads. So on the figure, you get this really nice head. Let's zoom in on him. It's kind of this neutral skeletal head. It's very nicely done and painted. You saw it a little bit when we looked up close to look at the gold tooth. Let's do that again and see how the new camera works. This is the all new camera. We're testing it out. It looks pretty good, right? Let's see. Get it like right about. I don't know. Anyway, there he is. Okay, so this is this head that comes on his body out of the package. There's a secondary head sculpt that has it's more expressive. He's kind of making an expression here. He's kind of, right? I don't know what's going. It's kind of this expression. You could put a little cigar in there. He doesn't come with a little cigar, but if I displayed this head, I might put like a cigar from one of my other figures, that one of those nice ones that has smoke coming up out of it. It would probably look pretty good. I don't know why. Is this not focusing properly? Am I too close? Do I screw things up? Yes, all those things. Very nice, huh? Okay. And the last head sculpt might be my favorite one. It looks really cool. Hang on. Let's bring this up a little bit. I just feel like I'm just screwing everything up today. Maybe it's the light. It's a gold eyeball with a red pupil, and that is him with the eye patch off. So he doesn't have the eye patch on, and he has maybe some sort of robotic eye on under there. It just looks really good when we display it on the figure with the go in with the I want to zoom in there with the parrot, which is what we're going to look at next. So, hold on. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay, here's everything. All right. So, the head swaps. The head comes off real easy. And when you take the cape off, there's a spot back here on his shoulder for you to plug in one of the two different parrots that he comes with, because he comes with two different parrots. He comes with one that's leaning forward. Both of them have the X'd out eyes. They're both dead. Maybe they're robots too. And one is leaning forward and kind of asleep or dead. The other one's spreading its wings and awake but kind of dead. And they just plug right there, like that. They stay very well. Right. So what I was saying about the head without the eye patch is that you can have him kind of looking, and it just that I kind of like how that looked when I did this last night. Okay. Wow, that was really good, man. It just goes right into it. So, it comes with a actual treasure chest that works really well. It opens and closes, and it will hold all of the accessories, because he comes with a few little accessories, right? First we saw the bottle, the thermal detonator, and then the next thing that we'll see that he comes with is a turkey leg. This will fit into the hands that he has on when he comes right out of the package. So he has lunch, which is a turkey leg. He comes with one loose weapon, or one weapon here, which is a sword, but it's a flaming sword. It's translucent a bit, see? And it fits very well in these hands that we looked at before, that he comes on out of the package. went right on. It holds very snugly. Let's get rid of the turkey leg. And let's move on to the pistol he comes with. Now, this pistol is on his body in the holster right out of the package, but I really like how soft this is. This reminds me of soft goods from the 1970s on action figures. The pistol comes right out, and it's some sort of a space ray pistol type thing, and it will go right into his hand. Fits perfectly. I love this sort of thing where everything is molded ahead of time. Right, on purposefully molded for the figure, for all of this. Okay. Let's see how he does with this heavy stuff on. Oh, that changed a little something. I moved him around a bit, but we're still going to see if we can get him. If not, we do have a stand, and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, we still have some little accessories to get to, some really little ones. It comes with this skeleton key. Isn't that great? Gold, and I dropped it. Hold on, let me find it. So this will happen to you. You'll drop this little skeleton key, and you won't be able to find it, like me. Anyway, if you want to look at it more closely, you could go back and freeze the video. Moving right along, more teeny tiny things. He has a to-do list, just like me. He has a to-do list, and he has a little ink feather that matches the feathers on his parrot. And on the to-do list it says, oh no, it's not a to-do list, it's a shit list. Maybe you can't read it. It crossed out, it says good guys, it says uncrossed out are saviors, crossed out is heroes, uncrossed out are the living and your mom. That's interesting. Anyway, it's not a to-do list, it's a shit list. Alright, let's put these back in here. Let's see if from this angle, that little key can't have gone far, right? It would have dropped straight down. It weighs nothing. There it is. Alright, so all this stuff, there's the feather, there's the shit list, there's the key, there's the turkey leg. And then the last thing that we'll look at accessory-wise here that he comes with is a map. So he comes with a map, which I think is cool, and it's perforated to be folded up if you want, or he can hold it. It's like a space treasure map. There's nothing on the other side. But when I saw it, the first thing I did was check his peg leg to see if it unscrewed at the bottom, and you could roll this up and stick it up in his peg leg like you could with the Matchbox Fighting Fury Pirates. I think that's what they're called, that I have over on the shelf. So they don't scale with him. They're taller than him, but I'm going to go grab one real quick at the end, and we'll put one next to him and see how they look. I like this figure both with the cape and without the cape. I think I prefer it without the cape, as far as because it's easier to. But I mean, you could. This cape is very nice. All right, we forgot to do that at the beginning. Okay, entire cape is wired. It has Velcro right here. It can do all kinds of things. You can make it windswept, which is what was the thing that made me think that this is kind of like a Harlock, homage. So you can make this dramatic if you want. Do something with the cape. But for me, I do a lot of, messing around the table. And I will do those things with the cape, and make it real dramatic for myself in playtime. But right now we're looking at the articulation in the figure. And we did all the accessories, so let's talk about the figure himself. There's a little flop. Okay, let's check it out. He feels kind of loose when you get him out of the package and such. You're like, you're like, this is it's a little bit loose, right? But not all the way around. This arm's good. It's all good. You just have to kind of be careful and watch how you pose this guy. Like I showed you. Okay, so here's the peg leg. It's kind of robotic. It's like a mechanical peg leg. But he's there's really good articulation here. And you just kind of got to find the tight spots. Like, you know what I'm talking about. So we have single jointed elbows. You see the shoulders going up and down and all around. He's got this diaphragm joint. He's got a waist swivel. He's got this soft goods holster. See are you seeing how the flop is there, right? So this is kind of a softer piece. Single jointed knees, no pegs anywhere. Aesthetically, it's a beautiful figure. He's got these boots. There is, look at that. He's got a peg hole for a stand. And I already knew that because I tried this out last night. So uh, he stood really good for me last night, but then I still didn't feel completely safe and secure about the whole idea of it. And then I knew that I was going to make a video, so I thought I would test it out. So I just used a standard DC Todd McFarlane. What are we listening to, man? God, what the hell is that? This standard Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse, and the peg actually fits right in it. Okay, and a lot of times with these, the problem that you'll have with a different manufactured figure on one of these stands will be that this peg is too long and that the hole in the bottom of their foot isn't deep enough. But holy guacamole, it absolutely worked. It goes all the way in. So with a DC Multiverse stand, you could really expand the posing with this and get into dealing with that cape more. Look, I even touched that and it didn't fall over. I really like this figure, you guys. Look at this guy. So I do have other figures coming real quickly here because I want to do some bigger pieces as far as reviews and look at some larger toys. And in order to do that, I really need to clear this table off. Earlier today, I was already clearing figures off the table that weren't even reviewed yet. So I was like, if I'm going to do this, I might as well at least make a review of these figures, especially the recent ones, the most that are right here. So I hope you enjoyed looking at Captain Deadstar. Captain Deadstar from Super7 Ultimates, the Cosmic Ghoul Renegade. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.